Hello, this is Module 3 assignment, How to Write. I'm just doing a video process about my thoughts. I would like to explain my past with writing, which is going to be that I had a past with writing just like everyone does, starting in kindergarten, really loving the process of sounding out my words, reading and writing, and just like really being fully developed in the process. I think that once the love of reading came, the natural love to want to write and create stories and be silly and, be creative came with it. I think I let other people's perception of my writing and my handwriting and everything to do with that process hinder me from fully developing a fully matured love for writing. I have horrible handwriting. So, of course, when you're in school and you're writing things and people say that they can barely read it and they don't know what it's saying and that kind of stuff, it can really like damage how your future and your personal connection to writing. I feel like that was how it was. It was like writing things kind of felt like you're on the edge of an anxiety attack. I would be writing my words, and in school, I would be so scared that somebody would comment on my handwriting or say that they couldn't read it or make fun of me, that I would be writing slower than I've ever written before to try to make sure that everybody could read it and that I wouldn't get picked on. So I think that my writing in the past has been akin to being on the edge of an anxiety attack, always being anxious and nervous towards the writing process. I feel like now that I've grown up and I've matured and I've let past young thoughts go, I do think that I truly do love to write. I love to read. It's one of the main things that a lot of people know about me. Being an author would be the absolute dream of my life, is to be an author and to spend my rest of my life just writing books and figuring out new characters and figuring out new stories and plots and all types of stuff. So I think that that kind of stuff really does move me, and I really do like that type of stuff. Now I would say that writing feels kind of like, when you are 9 months pregnant, you're about to have your baby, and you're nervous, but you're also excited by the possibility that you could, make something beautiful. You can make something that would be wholly yours. And I think that that's like something that I would akin to my writing now, is that like pregnancy, you're nervous, you're excited, you're anxious, you want to do well, but you know that like the minute that the baby is born or the minute you start writing, you're going to fall in love with it and you're going to keep wanting to, improve, be a better parent or be a better writer. Like, I think that that's how I personally feel about my writing journey now. I think that I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see what type of books that I might produce, but the love has always been there. I think that it started off with the anxious love and now it's maturing into a healthy connection and love. So that is my take on Module 3, assignment How I Write. Thank you for listening.